What's going on, guys? As the title of the video states, today I'll be using NHL 25 to predict which team Mitch Marner is going to sign with and how much that contract's going to be. As you guys can see, in game here, he's 92 overall, playmaker, great, passing stats, all those X factors. On the last year of his contract there, paying him $10.9 million. He's got the full NMC, which is why he did not get moved to the deadline in some sort of Rantanen trade. I heard potential three-way deal where Marner would go to Vegas, Toronto would get Mikko Rantanen, and then Carolina was going to get like William Karlsson and a bunch of picks. Obviously did not happen. Marner said, no, I'm staying in Toronto, and now he's got the right to sign anywhere. So really curious to see what happens. As you guys can see for the sim here, I've got him playing on the first line with Matthews and Nyes. Of course, too, he's on that first power play. And I even have him playing on the second penalty kill as well with Austin Matthews. So he should have a really good season here. And hopefully if he does, have a good season, it'll give us an accurate result in terms of how much he'll sign for, as well as the teams that could afford to sign him.
20 minutes later.
And now after saving through the entire season, guys, Mitch Marner actually grew to 94 overall. As you can see there, he had 27 goals and 74 assists, which was good for 101 points. Actually put him second on the team behind Austin Matthews. And it works out perfectly. It's 101 points. It's only one off how many points he put up in real life. So hopefully this gives us like an accurate contract. I should mention too, unfortunately for Leafs fans, they were actually out in the first round as per usual. Actually got swept there by the Florida Panthers. And since I'm controlling the Maple Leafs, gonna let Marner go to free agency, but I'm curious to see what he's asking for right now. 13.75 on an 8-year deal. No clauses, which is kind of interesting. We've only got $6 million to offer him because I've already extended Tavares and Nyes, but yeah, he wants close to 14. We'll see what he gets once he hits open market. And on the open market, guys, Mitch Marner is basically asking for the same. He was giving us a $125K discount, or essentially nothing. Two teams right now are interested. Like I said, curious to see where he signs and how much. Wow, and look at this, guys. There's been some rumors about Marner potentially going to the Blackhawks. They have tons of money. He'd be a great fit with Bedard, obviously a playmaker and a sniper. Bedard's up to a 94 already in 1 year. Marner there signed for $16.23 million. So they overpaid him by a ton. I assume it's an 8-year deal. No, it's actually a 6-year deal. Full NMC the first 3, and then the last 3 there, he's got a 2014 no trade. $16.23 million immediately makes him the highest paid player in the NHL. That would be insane. Just for fun, guys, we'll actually quickly sim this next year with him on the Blackhawks and see how he does as well as how the team does too. And after the signing of Mitch Marner, here's what the Blackhawks lines look like for the 25-26 season. They've actually got Mikheyev playing first line left wing with Bedard and Mitch Marner, so he'll probably have a huge year just playing with those two 94s. Teravainen's still there on the second line playing with Lucas Reichel and Tamander. Now this guy they actually drafted first overall 2025 above Schaefer and Misa. We'll see how he does. Could definitely see him, playing onto that first line left wing spot. On the bottom 6, they got some young guys coming through. Oliver Moore, Frank Nazar, Lev Shanov's now in 85, Allen 83, Korchinski 81, goaltending they got Knight and Brossois. So let's see how they do. Also, too, guys, I gotta show what the Leafs look like in the post-Marner era. So we got Nyes, Matthews, Nylander on that first line. Second line, they actually signed Mangiapane, playing with Tavares and Scott Lawton. Third line, there's Domi, Bukestad they brought in, and Easton Cowan's called up. And then fourth line there, Yarncroc, Camp, and McCann. So I did let the computer sign whoever they wanted, but I went in and edited the lines, tried to make them as realistic as possible. Defensively, there's actually no change. I'm pretty sure all the Leafs defensemen are still, signed for next season, so that makes sense. They got Stolarz there starting, Wool backing them up. And if you guys are curious in terms of the cap space, they still got about $4 million. Also off to a great start here, 15-5-1. And now this is crazy, guys. They just summed the rest of the season. Utah there is picking first and second. They jump from 8-1 with the Rangers picks. The Rangers trade away Gavin McKenna. We'll have to find out who for. And then they get the second pick with their own pick. So, I mean, what a start for the rebuild there for the Utah Mammoth. You guys can see, too, the Carolina Hurricanes actually won the Stanley Cup. So I'm happy for them. Obviously, all that drama trading away Rantanen, but ends up working out a year later. And look at the Rangers roster here, guys. I'm pretty positive they trade away their first-round pick for Alexander Kerfoot. Now, they actually did get him last year, so they got 2 seasons out of Kerfoot. Yeah, they got him at the deadline there for a first the next year. No protection in NHL 25. And it cost them big time. And look at the MARNER'S Maple Leafs here, guys. You'll see Nylander actually led the team in points, 93. Matthews dropped off a little bit there with only 90, 48 goals. So Marner a bit better playmaker, I think, than Nylander. And speaking of Mitch Marner on the Blackhawks there, he also dropped off, putting up only 79 points. Bedard there, 83. They're both 94s, even though Mikhailov's not the greatest, left winger. I feel like they probably could have done better than that. And then in terms of team success, the Blackhawks actually made the playoffs after signing Mitch Marner. Unfortunately for them, first round exit to the Dallas Stars after losing in 6. And then over in the East, the Maple Leafs do make it out of the first round, beating the Sens in 7. Unfortunately for them, they get swept by the other Florida team in the Tampa Bay Lightning in the second round. So basically more of the same for Toronto, whereas Chicago makes a big jump from bottom 5 in the league to making the playoffs. So I mean, you'd expect that with a player of the caliber of Mitch Marner. In terms of real life, guys, no idea what's going to happen. I feel like so many teams could probably clear up the cap space they need to sign Marner, whether it be via trade, not bringing back other guys. Honestly, so many places he could sign, so I'm really excited to see what happens, especially with that salary cap going up. Should be a very exciting offseason in the NHL. Let me know in the comment section below which team you think is going to sign Marner, as well as how much you think he's going to sign for. And then in a few weeks, we can look back on this video and see if any of you guys could actually tell the future. But until then, that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed it, leave that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.